Good afternoon, everybody. How are you today? I'm Joanne Hennig with Photo Art Pavilion. Happy to have you with us. We're going to have a pretty light subject for you to chew on today, being that it's a nice sunny day in August and summertime. We're all feeling a little bit lazy, relaxed, enjoying the day. So just wanted to touch on a few pointers to kind of gear all of you up for moving into the hot selling season, which is right upon us. We are literally about 3 months away from really hard sales coming at us, right? So December 1st is less than 3 months away. So I thought it would be a good idea to put together a nice, easy topic discussing on how to set up your online gallery for your online sales. We want to make sure that we are moving our online presentation, our digital asset, which is our online gallery, in a fashion, moving it forward in a fashion that allows for ease of use for you, ease of use for your buyers, and even just people that are just looking to shop and get ideas working forward with you. So as I mentioned, I'm Joanne Hennig. I know some of you know me. You've been on these meetings before. I am one of the co-founders of Photo Art Pavilion. And my business partner, Jessica Lempen, is on the line with us as well. We've been in this business since I think it was 2018. And we've been helping art photographers display their art photography, sell their art photography, help them market their art photography, and just kind of take the entire business model of being a digital art seller and bringing it to the forefront and giving you whatever tools and help and assistance that we can provide to you to help you move forward with your art business. So we're going to just take a quick minute to ask Jessica to jump on in, say a quick hello, and then we'll move forward.
Hi, everyone. I'm happy you're here with us today. I know, excuse me, I know we have a light topic today, but is it really that light? I do have a pro tip at the end for everyone, so I do want everyone to stay tuned for the end of it. But yeah, we have a lot to go through with Joanne and then with my pro tip, so it's a juicy one.
Juicy one. I don't even know what it is, so we'll wait for that. All right. Well, whoops, wrong direction. That proves that we're alive. So welcome again to our J&J Photo Art Marketing Cafe for this month of August 2024, setting up your online art gallery for online sales. What we're looking to do today is have you focus on how to effectively manage your online gallery to maximize your art sales. We're going to talk about choosing the right platform for you, whether it be Photo Art Pavilion, something else, your own website, putting all of those things together, optimizing your gallery for the visual appeal and for your user's experience, and then employing some competitive pricing along the way. And by the end of this presentation, you should have the tools that you need to present your artwork professionally and to reach out to a broad audience. So we want to get moving in that direction starting today and bringing us into the selling season, which is literally right upon us. So let's just have a quick discussion about the importance of an online gallery. Quite simply, you have to have one. You're selling digital art, right? So without having an online gallery, a digital space where people can come and take a look at what it is that you have to offer, you're kind of shutting off a big, broad audience. So having that presence is critical for you in this digital age. It allows you to showcase your artwork to a global audience. Back in the day when all we really had were local galleries to have our work presented and on display, we kind of were limited geographically to where we could have our art viewed and sold. Now with the digital world, more than just now, this has been going on for quite a while, as most of you know, we're able to reach across digital boundaries, which I think is fantastic. We're going to be able to, with an online presence, have your artwork viewed by anyone that has internet access. And it's not even just internet access, mobile phone access. Most galleries, I know our Photo Art Pavilion gallery is visible and shoppable right off your mobile phone. So that's a very good advantage to have. It increases the amount of potential buyers and admirers that you have by just having that access, giving them the access to your art. Your store is open 24/7, as we know that the internet is open 24/7. And you're always going to be showcasing your work online to build your brand and establish your reputation as a professional artist. Those of us that have an online presence, when people ask us, what is it that you do? I'm an artist. How can I get in touch with you? Here's my website. Here's my gallery. Now you've established the fact that you are serious about what it is that you're doing. You're not just a person walking around with an iPhone or a Samsung phone or whatever other type of phone or a digital camera, snap, 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 calling yourself an artist. You're serious about what you do. You're putting some dollars behind your art, and you're putting out a showcase for those folks to take a look at your work. So you want to be able to utilize that platform for visibility purposes, for engagement purposes, for sales, and for making it your essential strategy as an art photographer in today's world. So you've chosen a great platform. And for you, I'm not sure what that is. I'm hoping that most of you that are on this call today are working through in some way, shape, or form with Photo Art Pavilion. You've done your research, you've chosen, and you've created a really great online art gallery platform, which is Photo Art Pavilion. And why do I say that? Because Photo Art Pavilion has 3 key features that we offer you in less than 5 minutes of you becoming part of the platform. It's easy for you to use, and it's easy for your customers to use. Very, very important. We have e-commerce functionalities with several print selection options, which is another key point. You want to give your art buyers, those art viewers that are coming through, the ability to see your art in many different type of medium, whether it be acrylic, metal, prints, frames, canvas, etc. You want to give them that option. You want them to have a visual look of what that could be. And then, of course, having the marketing support, which is what we do with these J&J cafes on a monthly basis. We also offer other marketing support that we could talk about at a later date when you're ready for that. So we consider Photo Art Pavilion to be an affordable place to an affordable and a really great platform for you to get your artwork visible to a broader audience out there. So now let's talk about setting up your gallery. And again, whether it be with Photo Art Pavilion, your own website, or something else, you want to make sure, number one, most importantly, that you are selecting high quality images that are artful, that would enhance any space. We are not looking for stock photography when we're talking about art photography. We're looking for artful images that people will want to hang in their home, or their office, in their hotels, in their hospital hallways. That's the type of work that we're looking for. That's the type of work that you would like to put into your online gallery. You also want to write compelling descriptions and titles for your artwork. If you're not doing this, you are putting yourself at a severe disadvantage. If you happen to get click-throughs coming through from your social media, or perhaps a direct email campaign, that's wonderful. But that's one way of driving traffic to your online gallery. The other way is through good old-fashioned search engines. And with Photo Art Pavilion, the descriptions that you put into your art pieces that are available for sale, and the keywords that you put into those pieces that are for sale, they can have the opportunity to be ranked through social media. So if someone happens to be searching the Grand Canyon, USA, fall 2024, or Grand Canyon, USA, river, something along those lines. These types of words are going to be pulled out, and your images have the opportunity to be pulled out of the into search engine optimization for people to come to you organically. So I can't emphasize enough that writing compelling descriptions and titles for your artwork is paramount. Don't be lazy in this area. If you're going to go through the process of choosing those high quality images and going through the process of uploading them and getting them on your online gallery, to make sure that you're telling the audience what it is that image is all about. Tell a short story. You can easily come up with 2 to 3 sentences about each art piece. It's not really that difficult. Pricing your artwork competitively is another important element. Many times, in fact, every time we have a new member join onto Photo Art Pavilion, their biggest question is, how do I price my artwork? Well, we always start with a base pricing, and then we tell the artist to work your way up. Look at your pricing as it compares to either other artists on the Photo Art Pavilion platform or other platforms, or just in general out there in the art market. There's plenty of art and artists out there selling artwork or that have artwork for sale. Stack your artwork up against others. It's okay to do that. Put your artwork next to Peter Licht if you like. I don't mind. If you think your artwork is worth $35,000 a piece, then go for it. Who am I to say that it's not? Who are any of us to say that it's not? So just make sure that you look at your pricing when you have your artwork up online and available for sale. It's very, very important to make sure that you're competitive with where you are in your art journey and where you think you still need to go. And a lot of us are evolving in our art. I know I look back and I look at some of the work that I thought way back when was like, wow, this is really amazing. I can't believe it. And then let's just take that down and start over. And you start to build and grow in your post-processing skills, your creative eye, and a lot of other things that come along with becoming a little bit more expert in your art photography displays. Additionally to setting up your gallery, make sure you're using a professional headshot or a branded logo. It's important to have a really clean picture of who you are or a clean logo of your business. Here we're looking for branding. Now in photography, it's really pretty common that the headshot is your brand. We all kind of know this. We also have our own personal logos and things like that that we utilize. But having that professional headshot on your homepage or where your art resides is really important. And I think it also it's warming. It brings people into your gallery feeling that they have a one-on-one connection with who you are as an artist. Having quick links to your social media accounts is also extremely important. That you've driven them to your page via, let's say, an email newsletter, or they came to you organically through your great descriptions and keywords. Now you want to capture them even further. Make sure you have those links over to your social media pages so that they can become part of your audience on a regular basis. And then, of course, organizing your art into categories or into collections. We do this for you with Photo Art Pavilion. You kind of help us along as you're uploading your art pieces. You choose categories that you believe that art should reside in. And then we actually curate that on a daily basis. We go in and make sure that your art is not sitting in an obscure category that it shouldn't be in, because what does that do? It helps you as the artist to make sure that when someone clicks on your category, let's say beaches, as we're showing here, that they're going to see beach scenes. And if you happen to have an image of a gorilla sitting in there, well, that's not helpful to you. It also helps for the consumer when we have consumers coming through the Photo Art Pavilion website through all of your individual pages or through the main portion of the Photo Art Pavilion platform. If they click on beaches and they see an image of a gorilla, they might get dissuaded and bump out of the site. They might take off. So we want to make sure that we are organized with what it is that we're doing with our art. In addition to writing compelling descriptions for your art and titles, we also want to make sure that we have a very compelling biography with outbound links in there. If you go to any of the Photo Art Pavilion artist pages, you can go to mine or Jessica's, you'll see some outbound links that take you either to a blog post that I may have written or something that I'm doing offline in another, a physical gallery, or something else that I have going on. Might be links going out to my social media or whatever. But having outbound links is important, and having inbound links is important. So driving traffic back and forth, bouncing these art lovers and art collectors back and forth is very important to do. Have that compelling biography. Who are you? What is it that your photography is all about? Are you more of a nature photographer? Are you more of a wildlife photographer? Are you more of a landscape photographer? What is the latest that you've been up to? Do you have any exhibits that you're currently in? Do you have all of that listed in your biography? I do that. If I've been in an exhibit, I make sure that I put that in my quote unquote biography slash resume. I like for people to see that I do more things besides working with art photographers one-on-one to help you out, but I also have my own art that I like to promote and sell, and I like my visitors to know what it is that I'm up to. The gallery should also have the opportunity to have different print sizes and different mediums, which Photo Art Pavilion does. As you can see here, we have different size selections for the consumer. We have different options, prints, canvas, metal, acrylic, and so on. What's great about the Photo Art Pavilion platform, as most of you do know, is that once you put a art piece into a specific aspect ratio, the platform does the rest for you. It puts the print sizes there as it relates to the aspect ratio, and then also the display of the different mediums, canvas, metal, acrylic, prints, framed, and so forth. The other important thing that your online gallery should have is an easy to use shopping cart and a checkout experience. You want them to be able to click on an art piece, an art size, hit add to cart, and then jump right over to the shopping cart where they can proceed to go to checkout, where they can input their credit card information and get checked out 1, 2, 3. Making that exit of the purchase easy is very, very important, because this is where you could potentially lose an art purchaser. They're looking at the price already. When they click on the size, they see the price. Now, when they get over to the checkout experience, what other added costs are there? With Photo Art Pavilion, shipping is always free. The only additional cost that they will have would be sales tax. And that's pretty much across the board, no matter where you go shopping on the internet. So it's your gallery. Let's be clear about that. This is your gallery. You are the sole proprietor of your online art business. I've always said this, it's very similar to having your own physical art space. You pay your rent and you maintain the interior to keep it clean and up to date for your visitors to enjoy. When Jessica and I had a physical art space on Long Island, we would open that door every day, unlock the door, clean up the floor, clean up the windows, make sure the desks are clear of debris and all of that, so that when visitors came through the front door, they had a beautiful art experience to enjoy. The same thing holds for your digital art space. Make sure that you pay attention to what is going on inside that art space. Your updates to that space should be on a regular basis. You want to make sure that what you're offering the consumer is current and beautiful, okay? And by keeping your online gallery fresh with new artwork, new collections, and even new blog writings, visitors are more inclined to return back to your space time and time again. You're sending out an email once a month and you're not making any changes to your online gallery, and you keep driving people to your online gallery and it's the same old, same old, same old, they're going to get bored, and probably you're going to start losing click-throughs. So be mindful of what you have going on in your online space. You have your space now, it's all set up. You've done all those things that we just spoke about, right? So now let's look at the next few months of what we're going to do to kind of set ourselves up to win for the upcoming holiday season. It's August. We're in August right now. What I'm asking you to do now is to enhance your visibility by using relevant keywords and optimizing your gallery content based on all the things we just spoke about. Get your descriptions in order. Make sure your images have awesome titles to them. Put your most dynamic art pieces up there, and get ready to market them. Okay, make sure you're optimizing your gallery. Make sure you have your bio, your headshot, all your links to your social media. Make sure that you have a link there for email so that people can contact you directly via email. Maybe there's a question that they want to ask you. If there's no way for them to reach you, they're going to leave, and you're not going to get them back. I can guarantee you that. Now we get out of August, which is only 2-3 weeks away, and we're into September, believe it or not. I can't believe how fast this summer has gone by. But now we're getting ready in September to set up our email marketing in advance for the upcoming holiday season. You could take the month of September and you could start strategizing on your 3 or 4 or 6 emails campaigns that you want to go out over the next 45 to 60 days. You could do that in September. You can write them up, you can lay them out, you can even set them up in your email marketing software. If you have like a MailChimp or an Active Campaign, you could set that all up and pre-schedule these things so that you get the work done now, and then you set it and you forget it and it's all done. And then by the time we get to October, we can start relaxing a little bit, believe it or not, and we can start setting up our special offers, then entice holiday shoppers. We can do discounts, we can do short-term discounts, long-term discounts, whatever it is that you think. You can have a series of art that's for sale, buy one, get two free, or buy two, get one free, things of that nature. So that's where October becomes, now you're starting to really drill down into specializing how it is you want to put that final hook in those buyers. And then when we get to November, we want to start leveraging our social media platforms to drive traffic to our online gallery. So we're sending out emails, we're doing our blogging, we're setting up our coupons and having our specials already set up. And then when we get to the social media element, that's the final wave that we're pushing through. And this stuff goes hand in hand with one another. But what does it all start with? It all starts with a beautiful online gallery. Without having your gallery in order, all of this other stuff is nonsense, because when they get there to your online gallery, if it's a mishmash, if it's a mess, if it's not a clear understanding of who you are as an artist and what your art is all about, you're not going to capture that buyer. Your online gallery should be easy to use. It should have email function, e-commerce functionality. It should have marketing support. Your images should be high quality. Your titles and descriptions should be clear and compelling. Your pricing should be competitive. You want to have a headshot or a branded logo. Your social media and your outbound links should be prominent there. And I want to include in this box, which I didn't say earlier, but email links. You should have email links directly to you. Have your art laid out in specific categories so that people can easily shop. I'm looking for beach scenes for my wall. I'm looking for landscapes. Make it easier for your shoppers to get to your art. Have a compelling bio, have size and medium selections, and of course, that shopping cart experience should be click, 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 out the door they go. So those are the things that we provide for you with Photo Art Pavilion, and other platforms do the same. One of the things I do want to bring up, we had a meeting with an artist on Monday afternoon, and I had talked about this, I think it was in our last J&J Cafe, where you can set up your own website. I'm never opposed to having that. But most of the websites that you set up on your own, a lot of them don't have that e-commerce functionality. So what you're doing is you're driving your audience to your website, basically your front end with some of your imagery there. And then you're having them click over to Photo Art Pavilion, where you have your storefront there, your online gallery. I'm going to caution you, artists that do that, make every effort to have the links go directly from image to image, not gallery to gallery. What do I mean by that? If I have my own website and I'm driving people to an image of a red rowboat in the water, and someone says, wow, that's really beautiful, I'd like to purchase that, and they click on that red rowboat and they come over to where they can make the buy, and they're going to the entire gallery at Photo Art Pavilion as opposed to directly to the red rowboat image, I've lost them. So make your links from one site to the next as tight as possible, as perfect as possible, so that they get to what it is that you're promoting without having them to swim and search and swim and search. Digital buyers are it's an instant gratification world. We all know this. So get them there as quickly as possible, get them to check out as quickly as possible, and that should help you moving forward. Okay, I'm going to put some final thoughts out there. Well, actually, Jessica's going to put some final thoughts out there. She's going to come forward with some of her tips, and then we'll go to some Q&A, I believe. So, Jess, if you want to jump in.
Yeah, fantastic, Joanne. Thank you for that. Yeah, now's the time while it's quiet to do a little housekeeping. And Joanne, you ran through it all as far as the online market side and as art photographers, what it is we need to be aware of and how we need to adjust and really make sure that we're putting our best foot forward, especially now before it gets crazy with the holiday seasons coming. So my pro tip today, it's kind of, I guess, I think it's juicy. So whether you're on Photo Art Pavilion or you have your own entity that you're using to display and sell your art, if there is a blog element to it, use it. Google and other search engines are constantly filtering through different content and so on. And blogs are important. It lasts longer. The information on there will last longer than a social media post and so on. So, what is it that you write about? You can either, so sorry, you can focus on a specific image. You could focus on a location of a trip that you went on. You can talk about the different experiences you had, what it is that you gravitate to in that moment of the art, or even a specific category within your portfolio. But the thing is that doing these blog posts, it lasts so much longer than social media and it has a bit more bite when it comes to the search world. So I do want to say now's the time. I would say take a time to be able to sit down, create 3 different blog posts, open up a Word document or any other digital ability, jot it out, create your blog posts. I would say put at least one a month. And from there, you're able to get a new way of having the searchabilities for your art. Now, I do want to say the juicy part for this pro tip is that with Photo Art Pavilion, we do share our artist blog posts through social media. So we'll create a graphic and then we'll launch the ability for people to be able to click right through and to read about your blog posts. But now in your blog post, make sure you have your name in there, links to the image, the category, a way for people to view the artwork itself. Use Canva, create a collage of images if you need to for your main image for that blog post. But there's so many ways to be able to use the blog to better enhance your searchability in Google and other search engines. So that is my pro tip for today to help with the upcoming busy season, really. So now you can focus on different elements of your art and how you want people to see the work itself.
Really
So
great way to add to your portfolio is to jump into one of our workshops. Come on out, shoot with us, and then write a nice blog post about it. I mean, a double whammy right there. So you're getting in-field experience, you're getting expert experience from pro photographers, nature photographers. You're growing your portfolio, and at the same time, having those experiences while you're out in the field gives you something new to write about. Getting those blog posts are very important. And it just kind of goes along with having compelling descriptions and titles and everything that it is that you're doing with your art business. The more you can write about it, post about it, share it with your audience, the more professional you appear to those that you're surrounding your art with, and the more inclined that they will be to follow you and to ultimately make purchases from you. So I do agree with Jessica. Getting things in writing, getting those blog posts out there are essential. And truthfully, when Jessica does all of our marketing for Photo Art Pavilion, what she does when she does take your blog posts and puts them through the social media feeds, we do get a lot of interaction with those. So it's good because it drives in traffic over to the website. People are reading your blog posts. So make sure they're good. Make sure they're not just a paragraph of I went to the mountain, I took some pictures and I came home. No. Tell your story. Be a professional at what it is that you do.
And I gotta say, we all have stories. They don't have to be long. And you know,
No.
people connect with people, especially people that are interested in your art. They want to hear about your experiences. They want to get behind the scenes and know what was going on. So this is your way to be able to have that ability while also having that information searchable. Now, the other thing is too, with Photo Pavilion artists, I do create the marketing calendar that goes out once a month, and there's talking topics in there. Those are excellent little segments that you can utilize within your blogging, and it gives you a different perspective or direction to be able to talk about whatever the subject is or whatever the thought is behind that talking topic. So I leave you with that, some work to do.
Okay, so just want to thank everybody for being with us today. Jessica and I always appreciate having you artists spend some time with us. We try not to take up a lot of your time because we do know that your time is valuable. So we will definitely see you next month. It'll be September. Get to doing the things that we spoke about today. And we look forward to speaking with you again next month. But before we go.